All right. So sorry in breaking transmission. We are trying to address some technicalities. We are back. So thank you very much. Now let's proceed. As I was explaining earlier, the point allocation. Now the point allocation, as I was explaining, like this particular article, look at how it looks from here. But everything that is being done there is 980 bytes. So this one is equivalent to 3 points. So how do you calculate bytes? From here now, for every word you added, like this atom, like this word atom here, it has about 5 letters, right? So this one is like 5 bytes. So for each letter represents 1 byte. So the more words you add, the more bytes. So if you have a long grammar to add to it, to increase your word, go ahead and do it, right? The goal is to have up to like the maximum, the highest number in order to accumulate more points. Because from here you see 12 points have about 4,000 bytes. That's 4,000 characters. So the more the character, the more the points. The lesser the character, the lesser the points. So that is how the point is not allocated. So I believe we understand that particular one. So also here, if you look at it, there are other articles that have quite okay. Let me see one of these articles. Let me see how this one is. Now, in this article, now look at it. So this article have 3,740 uh, characters. So look at the points allocated to this one, 8 points. Because 3,004 between here, between these 2 points here. So you have about 8 points. So the more the words, the more the points. So for us who are currently editing, we should take note of this. Because it also counts for us at the end of everything. So this is some of the important things we need to take note of. Yes. So I think as regard to the points allocation, I believe we understand that how it works. So at the end of it, we will say I created 36 articles, but I didn't get to it. Meanwhile, all your articles are just short, like some people's flex, or short, like some people's relationship. Most of the relationships are very short. Uh-huh. So let's try to make it short or very long like my relationship. My relationship has been for like more than 20 years. So it's very long. So let's try to make it as long as you are. Calm down. So we should try to make it very long enough so that we can enjoy the points. So that is that for the price allocation. Now for edit, we also have some articles that are already existing. So if you just want to go there and improve on them, we also have points allocated to them. Okay, now let me address something. We have article creation. Article creation. This one is talking about a different thing. Now we also have edit. This one is also talking about a different thing. Now for this article creation, if you are creating new articles from the beginning, from the start, you know, that those first information you add before you publish the article, before you publish the article. This is what the first section here is talking about. This entire section is talking about. The first section is talking about. So if you are creating an article, try to add more words to them before you publish the first one. So that one will give you more points. That's article creation. Now the second one is that particular article you have already published it and you go back to improve on it. That is why the second one is talking about for edits. If you want to improve on those ones, you can go back, start adding more words. So for those ones you have created, if it is that heavy, it accumulates to a very rich point. If you go back to improve, more points again is added. So that's where the second one comes in. If you were able to add up to 4,000 bytes, you have 10 points. So 10 plus the 12, that's 24 points. So the more points you have, everything is cumulatively calculated. At the end of it, the result will come out. So you just see somebody winning 6,000, 10,000 Ghana cedis, and it's working somehow on the street. Please mind your business. That person knows why they passed through. That person knows what he or she has done to you. So it's not an easy something. If it's me, sir, I'll just go and buy suya, 16.5, and I'll go and sit down on train track. So that if the train is coming, I'll first at the train, wait, and this. Let me enjoy my 16,500 suya. No, I won't. I have millions of, I have 10,000 Ghana cedis. So I will not die. I want them to wait. You know why they do it? They wait for me first to enjoy the suya. If I finish, I will say continue. All right. So that is that. So as we have gone down through the prices, I believe that one too is very clear for us. That's for the international. As stated earlier, if you miss out on the international, you have a consolidated prices locally for all of us. It is just to consolidate and to appreciate you for what you've done. Meanwhile, whatsoever you are doing as far as the campaign is concerned, you are also bringing to your own experience and your own eligibility for other benefits. Okay.
When you are translating articles,
Yes.
new translation, I think it's creating another article, it's creating an article.
Yes.
So when you are building on it, it's like maybe someone has started translating that article and stop on the way, then continue. That
It's still the same.
I want them to understand because since I don't normally work on English Wikipedia, when I'm not creating articles, they find it. You know, in English Wikipedia, the most difficult aspect of this is creating of articles.
Yes.
But when it comes to translation, easy to see
Yes.
is also creating of articles. So I'm just saying this so that both people online and those in the physical is able to understand that creating an article here, especially for participants in Nigeria, our creating article is translating article to those local languages that are involved in this campaign. And like the facilitator said, for your first translation, make sure you have up to 4,000 characters at least
To get the maximum.
to get a maximum point. So that's just an advice and more clarification on that.
Thank you very much, Anthony. So I think basically this is just what it entails. It's a total background and enlightening about what the campaign does. So from what we have discussed so far, I don't know if anybody has a question.
Question, observation.
Yes.
In the situation where
Cannot translate.
article or schedule, can I go to comments, old pictures, what without specifically articles come.
So now, if I understand your question, in a situation where you cannot translate properly, can you go and upload images on comments? So the answer is yes, because the campaign focuses both on Wikipedia and Wikicommons. But for the Wikicommons, it's not just random pictures. We have special pictures that we need to upload. So let me just show us some of these pictures. So from here, if you look at, you can see for those who are seeing my screen, these are some of the features that's expected of us to upload. These images like this that have to do with slavery, or issue that have to do with our tradition. right? So like these ones now, these are some of the images, example of this image that are needed. So myself and my senior colleague here, we are fortunate. Somewhere I think around February, travel to okay, in April, we travel to Java local government for the exam day event. So we're able to stump into all these things. And you know, reluctantly we just take a few shots. So I'm not telling you so that you come and start again. I'm just telling you to know that okay, this is some of those things. In events like this, most of these things are being displayed in law students. But for those of us who have them with us, we can also upload. We never can tell.
Even your banner, they got pictures. I think that pictures around your house.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
those ones that was like earrings, something.
Yes, yes. Okay. Okay. Let me assume yes. I think
So,
so.
and again, you can have historical sites.
Yes.
That will also help.
Yes. But unfortunately, in this particular region, we have those things. Especially from the south, museum. Yeah, we can go to the museums. We find some of those things in the
But they
museum.
have freedom of panorama.
Panorama.
Panorama. If they are applying to tell them to use it, and that's why we don't know of this year in Nigeria is not being really,
Yeah.
they are not encouraging it because they don't panorama. And they use those things are for them. They don't, but I see there are work on it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
And
So,
assuming we know at first, maybe we can look for maybe those things. Where can we go and photo work on those areas? You understand? Maybe next year, maybe if this kind of things come next year, let's think of how we can, even though it's a local community that we know they have this material that it can be documented, we can use it as a photo work.
as it is, we have it in Zaria.
Zaria
Zaria
City.
City. Present. Sorry?
We can get it in Zaria City.
Yes. It's just like it's kind of, but it will be better if we have like historical sites where all these community activities were happened in the past. We can go to those places and snap those places. They are very important. So that some of us who travel to Zaria, read those facts and snap those places. So they are very important addition to the campaign. Also, you never can tell, as I said earlier, which one is the network. And I think for the images, if you upload, I even got selected $4,000. And $4,000 sorry, $4,000. So it's quite a boost. It's quite a boost. So for those of us who have those images, go ahead and upload them. Go ahead and upload them. So, all right. So, I hope we are making progress.
Yes.
All right. So, I don't know. For those of us who have not joined the campaign, special focus on the Tyap language. And if you still want to join, all you need to do is to go to the Tyap Wikimedia landing page, scroll down, uh, you see there. So, if you still want to join from the Tyap community, all you need to do is to come to the landing page for the Tyap which is African challenge at the Tyap community. Just scroll down until you see, especially these ones with red, they are not the work They are not the worker. So all you need to do is to go to the Wikipedia shop, that is the English Wikipedia, click on the article, click on it. So from there it opens, right? So once it opens, all you need to do is to copy this one. Let's say, for example, you are copying this entire one. So you copy it, then you go back, then you go back, and then come to the Tyap section, which, which is displayed in red. Click on it. When it opens, this is how it's going to look like. So all you need to do is to paste it, what you are copying in English, paste it here. So this is what you need to translate. So from the translation, I don't know how your interface is displayed. So all you need to do is just to adjust this one downward, and from the top, you can begin your translation. That's for those in the self-community. You can just begin your translation from here. So whatever you translated, remember, before you publish, make sure you, you, you cut this English part. You cut it, for example, you translated a yak and all right, let's say, for example, a yak, right? So, for example, this is your translation. Now you are starting your translation from here. Just like an example, right? I hope some of us are not translating. So, to do your translation, this is it. Shift this one down so that you won't have confusion. So from here now, once you start your translation, everything you have that's translated, before you publish it, all you need to do is to remove the one in English, cut it off completely, right? By the time you cut it off, then you just go down, click on publish. By the time you click on publish, it's like this. Now, this one just is an example how it works. So now this one we have started working on this one. So if you go back to that words now, before it was red, it was showing red, right? So now if you come here and just update the page, now you see it has changed to blue. So which means work have begun with that. So for those of us who want to begin the translation on that one, so this is just how it is. So for me now, I started this one now, I've given myself work. I need to go back and work on it at least to 11. Right? So this is how easy it is. So all you need to do, if I want to work on it, continue the work, just for me to go back to the English. Click on the English, copy the words, what I want to translate, just copy it. Then I go back to that word I started working on, just click on it, open. So once it's open, I click on edit stuff. But before all this, make sure you are logged in. Click on edit, it will open. Then you just paste the one in English. Now, while you are pasting it here so that you know what you are working on. The translation, the English version will be there. All you need to do is just to follow meanings and translate. Alright? Remember, there are different between translating and translate. The other one that is going to translate. Translation. Yes. Like this one, transliteration, that is just as it is written here. Instead of looking at property. Yeah. Instead of what? I didn't get that part. Property. That's word to word. As what? Yes, that's how you translate. So translation is different from that. So translation, you mention the word gives a meaning. You read the word first, process it in your head, and then if you want to translate it, then
Sometimes
Yes.
So when you are translating, like in Hausa, they have open translation. And that's why they have English. So if you are not Hausa and you use open translation, you are doing wonders. Because the way we speak English and the way we speak Hausa is very clear. So in the Hausa, when you go, if you give you, when you paste it like this, you give you an option. Open translation. But it's you for you to translate it based on how we interact day to day, not how Google will just do what you said. But there are some words that when you are talking, they flow in Hausa. But when you say you are translating it where it is in English, then it will not flow. So those are the things to consider.
So thank you. I believe you understand. So you will translate the word that it will give at least the meaning of the context that can pass, the information that can pass, not word to word as appears in your English translation. So you have to, you know, put it in your head, process it, bring it up. Not damage that as it appears.
Question.
Thank you.
Question where I'm translating in Igbo. Along the line, I have to challenge and not continue learning Igbo. And I just switch to Tyap. Since I've started in Igbo, I cannot switch to Tyap.
No.
I've started in Igbo, I have to.
Yes. You have to maintain. That is why it is always encouraged. Whatever translation you are going to do, whatever work you are going to do. For those of us who are here and are Igbo, and you think you can contribute to the Igbo community, there's also a work for you. You can also be part of it. For the language you have knowledge of, that is what you should be working on. Not the language you have no knowledge of. So that by the time at the end of it all, it's the meaning of the information you are trying to pass that is more important than the translation itself. The message you are trying to pass is more important. So without having the knowledge of the language, the right orthography of the language, you will continue giving out blunders, misinformation. So that's why it's important. If you don't have the knowledge, stay clear. But if you have the knowledge, go ahead and continue. Yes. So you cannot start from Hausa and then because you got book and then you jump there. No, it doesn't work that way. What you started in there, you must continue with it. So if you want to translate the people, just go to the Igbo community landing page and see the words. Yes. What is happening? You can't finish abandon it. You can't finish lyrics. Other people will continue on it. So that is that. I don't know if that answers your question. Yes. Thank you. So, any more questions, please? I believe from the translation now, from what I just showed us, for those of us who want to join me, we can be able to begin making contributions. As it implies in the so it is outside, so it is people and translation pattern is the same. The pattern of translation is the pattern is the same. So also, for those of us who are contributing, we also have we have the dashboard. So for those of us who are contributing, we also have the dashboard where our details, our contributions are being tracked. So for this particular one, let's look at the Nigeria Africa Wiki challenge in Nigeria. Let's see the progress done so far. So for the Africa Wiki challenge in Nigeria, let's see the progress so far, how everything is. So this is the dashboard from Nigeria. So currently now we have about 66 seven editors who have joined the camp, but we have way more than 100. So I think after this particular session, I will have to, because they are very elite of the campaign in Nigeria. So I still have not the number of work on my desk. So I need to arrange this table. I need to fix it so I will transport more editors from other local dashboard to the main dashboard. Because this is where the really play is happening. This is where the really play.
That is what they are citing because I see when they bring the African
Yes.
even though much that or that we just satisfied that they are past everybody.
So we Nigerians, as far as the competition is going, Nigeria is already leading. The competition is happening. Even though we have not even added our editors all of 10 years. So, but we are already ahead. So, we then do that. By the time we added and update our tables, we are going to have, in fact, we are going to have, we are going to shut down. So, but it's not all about shutting down. It's how well and the work is done. It's how well and the work. So, from Nigeria, the apparent university can see that we have about 67 editors who are joining. But I can tell you, among these 67 editors, there are some that have not even started work. Yes, there are some that have not even started work. And currently now we have about 3,000 and 54 articles integrated already from Nigeria. From these few editors, about 3,500. We have about 12,400 articles. Total edit we have about 51,000 plus. So it's a very big impact. Yes. And for the upload, we have about 747 uploads already. Although most of these uploads are not in line with the team of the land. Some of these uploads are not in line with. And then currently from what we have done so far, we have realized about 2.8 million views, approximately 2.9 million views. People that have viewed this content that we have been working on, about 2.9 million views. So that's a very big plus for us. So for the campaign, we also have about 47,000 references. That's about 47,000, 43,000. So you see, this one now is also a very big boost for the campaign. So we have about 4.8 million words. You can add that about how many gigs now? The other one we are trying to fight. Now this one now have 40 gigs now. So the work is quite big. So let's look at the editors now. So for the work done, so these are some editors that have joined at Stancy. So we have some of what are said within this place. You can see some of the work we have been doing. The table we have been using. As I told you now, there's nothing in it. Whatever you have been doing, something. So at the school, remember this dashboard is for the Nigerian communities. Cutting across Hausa, the Igbo, the Tyap, and the Yoruba communities. That's all in this place. So this is how where our work is generally collected and how the dashboard is. So I believe from the end of before the end of the campaign, we have more people joining the library and more activities mentioned. So that is that for this. That is that. So among us here, who is currently participating in the campaign? Who is currently on? Okay. Okay. I know some people are talking about mobile devices being having issues to understand why some actually also understand that. But we guarantee that very soon we have all these content being brought across most of the languages, especially for the Tyap community. We have other languages coming up. So we have this content cut across diverse languages in the community. Yeah. Very soon. So, for those of us who are here, we can still do that. think you cannot do in Tyap, you can do in Hausa or in Igbo or in Yoruba. There are also place for you. Hausa, you can do it in Hausa.
And the outside you can create that
Yes. Sorry.
I said in the outside of we are translating article and also creating data list of data. Even data about promise that you that have like you have that you see something happen with data and all those so those are part of it. Like you said, civil society people stand and fight for our right like
Civil rights.
this black
Like
what
civil rights
civil rights activists. Though they are doing what they are also taking that item. So I'm also have price for the highest data contributor now. That's our price now for price. Okay. The first price is 40,000, second is 35, then the other is 25, then the one for the data is 10,000. So it's the same like 200,000 for our participants. So if you cannot translate to outside, you can well create data item.
So I think when you talk in Wikidata, even in the English, we also have a knowledge gap in Wikidata. So most of the Wikidata that are being worked by local languages, those are some of them are existing Wikidata in English. But, so all we do is just to cut them from there and then translate them to our local languages. So for those of us who are here and familiar with Wikidata, we can also create Wikidata about, during the colonial time, if there were schools, right? There were hospitals, there were structures, buildings that were being built by the colonial masters back then, right? So we can go and check on those things. If you are not on Wikidata, you can create Wikidata items for them. And also the, about the activists, the human rights activists that we have currently, you can check them out. You can Google them, the list of human rights activists in Nigeria, the list will come up. Then you check which one doesn't have Wikidata, you can go ahead and create Wikidata. So at the end of it all, something will come out of it. Something will come out of it because the contributions have been noticed. We'll just see how to, at least, we'll find a way to see how we can balance things to also reward the Wikidata contributors, even locally within the self community. Not just on Wiki Commons, but Wikidata as well. So, for those of us who are interested, even in English, you can go ahead and do it. You can go ahead and do it. So, that is that for the self community. So I think we have responded to most of our questions, right? So just so you know, if you have any question that you think you can address before Johnny, you just give a brief introduction about the link to the group here.
Yeah, so once again, those that know me, I'm the founder and president of Wikimedia Kaduna Network, and this month we have campaign WWP, which is Wikipedia page wanting photo. We have done our first online section, and we are planning our physical section, which shall apply will be available within the week. So please personally invite everyone to our WW. If you have not joined our dashboard, I'm going to share I'm glad you can do that by sharing on the Tyap and other groups. So WWP is a Wikipedia article wanted photo. We found out that presently picture attracts more than words. So we look at article within our premises that we know that that has that they have picture wiki common. Most time maybe the picture we upload, you can go to the page and look for it. Then you insert it. On our physical training, we are going to do it practically because this is not for the campaign, right? So if you don't, if It's a very easy thing. If you're on our platform, we have even share video of how to do it. We have articles like Hausa, we have articles like for example, we have articles like Kasuan. That market went for photo work. You can also as well create a gallery. But if you create a gallery, you can upload pictures about that particular place on that gallery. So it makes the article look more beautiful and more attractive. It's another way of attracting people to pages. And again, we are trying to join the international campaign that is a yearly campaign they put the book in. So our little way of making Wikipedia much better. And always remember that when you are contributing to Wikipedia, you are just keeping a legacy. You are preserving our knowledge, even for our future generation. Because I know digitization, online resources come to stay. And some of the information we are getting from AI, they also generate some of their information from Wikipedia and other sources. So please, when we are contributing, we should put it at the back of our mind that we are serving the people. So thank you very much. And if there's any question you are free to ask.
So just to add to what Pastor said, this one just creates the awareness about the WPWP, that's Wikipedia 124. So this campaign is very important, especially for those of us who want to go deep now into the Wikipedia, either the English Wikipedia or the language Wikipedia. So this will be our first step, our first chance to begin our contribution on the English Wikipedia or the language Wikipedia. So for those of us who are here who have not started contributing to any of those Wikipedia, so see this as your own opportunity to begin. And this one now, you are not just going to begin from nursery school. It is assumed that already you are in 200 level. So that's the level where your contribution will be counted, will be counted for. So on this particular one, just be on the lookout for the event, the plan of the event. We are not so sure of the venue yet, as we are still waiting for Hajia to finalize on that. But as soon as she does, we will release the information. Please, I want, especially for those of us who are here, especially for all of us who are here, I want us to be part of that campaign. You get why? I want us to be part of that campaign. All of us that are here.
Please, serious.
Because that campaign will expose us to a lot of things. It will expose us to a lot of things that we think we know, but we don't know. So practically now, we're beginning to learn. And I think when I say all of us, I mean all of us.
We are just
Eh? The repeat of
They
it.
bring them.
Okay.
Please,
Yeah.
not to be our guest person.
So
Especially on Infobox.
that's a Kaduna network.
Yes. Especially Infobox. And how to create a guideline for an article and arrange image. Please. Like, yeah,
No, you will not. I'll make sure of that. I'll hold it next.
thank you very much.
So, so we just pray that him now international now the future is okay. He have presentation in France.
And I made that presentation.
So the way with the Russian and so other people the Russian. So, but we hope that if it happens between now and next week, you will be opportunity to attend.
So I just have by the Monday I should finalize and next week.
All right. So please,
Take it.
as I said, because the campaign will not just focus on English alone, it will also focus on other local languages. Even the Tyap will also have the opportunity to contribute to the WPWP in that facilitation. So the Kaduna Wikimedia Network is just like a link between the Hausa and the Tyap communities. So it links the two communities together. So when we come on that day, we'll start to contribute to the Hausa, WPWP, and also on the Tyap, and also on the English. So please make it a date. Just be on the lookout. If it means me reaching out to you one by one, I'll do that. Because for those of us who are here, I want us to take this to a very different level. Please and please. So I believe we understand and we prepare our mind toward that. Yes. The version we need for the WPWP. So we'll try food that day. Just talk.
Now today food like the answer.
Yes, this food, I just call, sorry, I just call, so we have, she said we should give her like 10 minutes. So I don't know, maybe 10 minutes is too much. So I can call and say, they say no.
Say no, let's start.
See, I don't think you don't have to. You don't have problems.
So now, monkey.
Since you are snapping,
Yeah. I'm not sure they are people.
You know,
And you see, show for about.
she doesn't
let me
know.
see.
She doesn't
Before
know.
it's not.
You know the place out. So please.
Like, yeah. Say no, see. I don't pray. If you try to coach, don't like that. Eh? So let's talk. Let's talk.
So,
I'm coming to you. Let's talk.
so I think now, from the session,
Come on, you want to say something? Yes. You want to say something?
I'm not here to talk about anything. I will talk about anything.
hello.
So maybe just to talk for talking simple. So thank you all for coming. You are all welcome to the Africa Wiki challenge. So this challenge, if I were you, honestly, I would put my mind into it because personally, when I joined Wikimedia as an editor, because of this competition, there was one African cinematography or something like that. So because that one I used to learn how to edit on English Wikipedia, and then I began to edit. Like, as I was editing, I would see that there are other Nigerian people that also edit like me, and I'll be trying to make 3 edits per day in English Wikipedia with as many references as possible. And I was thinking that I was doing good. Another person somewhere is doing like 4 per day. Then I'll be wondering if these people even go to work, if they do it. So it's a way of building yourself personally when competitions happen like this. And you take it with heat. And at the end of the day, with all the 1 hour I suffer, I don't even really look at price. So it was only fourth price or something. And then it now set me and yeah, but still it was something at the end of the day. And this one is all over Africa. So, and this one is now localized now only upscale in Nigeria. So I think we can be able to, if we don't get it in the English Wikipedia, we can be able to get it in the language Wikipedia. So I don't have anything to say other than this. So thank you very much for listening.
Thank you. Yeah, all right. So as you have said, it's just a word of encouragement. So just, yes.
That like when I was not busy, when I was not busy, when I started, when I used to do trials, all those things, I have a target. Every day before I go to bed, the last thing I do is either read or data. The last thing I do, I would say like today, I need to act. Then I don't even have the knowledge of his character that makes you, assuming the way I'm exposed, I have that time. This all these things that we are doing here, you can still do it, but like you can do it. Tell yourself, make sure again you have a target. I want to contribute. I want to win. I want to win this campaign. Then put more effort. In a day, how many edits will I make? Make sure give Wikipedia like an hour every day and you see what you are going to get at the end of the day. In an hour, let's say you can add a paragraph. That's one paragraph times 30 days. And when you now calculate the character, no matter how, you must be among the 10. Let's try to build our capacity within the Nigeria context. Did you know Wikimedia Kaduna Network has never won the national prize apart from Mr. Lenny, there's been there that is just monitoring it. But our local editors are not doing it, and I think it's because we are not planning or maybe we are not aware. Immediately this month's dashboard comes, log in. What is the theme of the campaign? What are they looking at? If it is image, look at, you can just take a day like on Saturday, go to that area, take enough of your picture. Like me, what I do now, any place I see something curious, I take it. They are, even now that we are talking about all this communism, I went to Badagry. We went to the real slave trade zone. I have more than 100 pictures. It's not that talking, I just said to them, I said, I have even we have, because it was like a museum. The first story book in Nigeria, I have the image. All those things. But you know, I never take my time. I don't even have time to sit down and look at all those things. Not that we are learning. And another thing I want us to know, please, don't stop learning. I think the way I'm busy now, I'm not really supposed to be here. I'm just complaining to you. But all I have to, because I love learning. Why? Because there are sometimes that I'll just come across something accidentally. I'll do a long way. But one day somebody will just talk about that thing. That experience that it has been long I come across it. So I will explain myself. People say, ah, she's very intelligent. It's not about intelligence, it's about how what you put is what you get. Seriously, what you put is what you get. And that's why some people said, I think the Kashuka, she's not a giver. So please, with the Media Kaduna Network, I want us, we're able to win an award last year, but when we are going, I don't see us winning it seriously. I just have to say my mind. And I don't know, I'm busy, I don't put more time. Please, I need your support. Me putting or not putting, let's know that this is what we are supposed to do. So once again, thank you very much for always being there. Because we the leaders, we can never do without our subordinates. I always say that. And when you see we are not doing something right, please, you cannot talk in public, private chat us. We are always here to answer your queries. So once again, thank you. And I hope to see you in our WWP. Like Mr. Friday says, it's a special package. If you are not here, you are wrong.
So just to chip in again, when it comes to the issue of learning and contributing to Wikimedia, we shouldn't just wait until there is a campaign. What we have learned from previous campaign, we should continue building on it. You know, some of us said since we finished Wikidata, we abandoned the book. Meanwhile, there are still more contributions to be made on Wikidata. So the more we do it, the more we build our capacity, and the more our edit contributions count. So the more edit you have, the more privileges you have as far as Wikimedia is concerned. So the more we keep doing it, the more we familiarize ourselves with it, and the more uh, uh, um, how do I put it? The more opportunities we expose ourselves. So some of us here, with just as they have said, you cannot be moving and see something, just put it, and you have a smartphone. Not snap it, casually upload it. Alright? Just casually upload that. As it is, there, remember, there's nothing that is useless for Wikicoms. Nothing is useless. But make sure whatever you're uploading are relevant to you as person. Think about what can this be relevant? Then conclude. I'm telling you, you are going to help another person somewhere, and you're also building on capacity. You're also building your capacity. So, but on Wikidata, for those of us who are experts already, I can count some of my experts on Wikidata. Please, you shouldn't wait until it is campaign. On Wikicommons, you shouldn't wait until it is campaign. And remember, this office is always open. You can always come to this place. If you have anything you want to learn or to improve, you can always come here. It opens from Monday down, in fact, from next month, it will be opening from Monday to Saturday. Because that's special series of events coming up. Our annual boot camp is opening by August. And this boot camp is going to be open to almost all community members. To almost all community members. So, whatever we are doing, please let's take it serious. Let's take it serious. It is very important for us as individuals to build our own capacity. Because if you leave whatever you learn to do, if you didn't continue practicing it, you'll forget.
Yes.
I have some people who have started this homework together a couple of years back, and today they are calling me to like, how do you make this? Uh-huh. Maybe they are used to that.
You don't watch comedy well, well.
I'm telling you, we all learn these things together now. So why? So the more we keep doing it, the more we come together our chances of. I remember there are other important things coming into Nigeria. So let me just say this here. Other important opportunities are coming into Nigeria for us. And some of us that are here can tap into it. But how can we tap without building our own capacity
Yes, but
first?
even this campaign is an opportunity. It's not in Nigeria. It was just, I don't know, they just send it to me privately before I should see that. And they send it to me privately. And they send it to somebody, and immediately they will check your username. These are usernames, our identity.
Yes.
It shows from the day you join Wikipedia till that they all your contribution. And that's where you get your opportunity. And that's why they pick us and we should add different capacity based on our community. So, and that's why we always say use your edit and never allow them to block you. Immediately,
Very important.
yes, immediately there is a comment, try to apply CPT and answer them. You can even apologize, even though just for them to understand that you accept. When you were talking to Mujahid, you can say, accept your mistake. He said, first thing is accept your mistake.
Admit first.
Yes. So immediately accept your mistake. Tell them you don't understand. Even they are think I will explain to you. And you take note, please. So it's an opportunity. Some are looking for this opportunity they don't have. So since we have this, let's utilize it well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, wallahi, this class, people are clapping. Clap for me.
So,
Everybody will just
the little question that I have,
they will just calm down.
yes, ma'am. The little question that I have, I want to understand the Wikipedia woman this thing, the woman right and the Wikipedia this thing, this communication something. This one that I just showed now. That is the Wikipedia home.
What is it?
No, not about Wikipedia one. The one that I just showed now.
Okay. This one.
Is it two different? Yes, this one and the Wikipedia woman.
They are the same.
No.
Okay, the
The,
people
the, the human rights, yes.
Community that are doing.
Oh, okay.
They are the one that organize. Yes, they are with their human rights campaign now. They are the one that are doing it, not
So like
when
this
you are
one
the one
now.
that chatted me that they are asking me. They the one that chatted me.
Yes, yes.
Seriously, I just share it because me, what I do when I see opportunity, I share. But I was not the one that organized it. And I shared because they say we are having the campaign in Zaria. So I was thinking if they are Zaria, they can as well join and see their campaign. And they said they're going to do your live program. I didn't see it. I only see they are posting their social physical training. So I didn't know much about it. That's why I did not respond.
No problem. So like this one here, we want to understand. Okay, if you want to join, but participants here.
no, complain and want to join. All you need to do is to go to the branch shop. Yeah, so if you want to join, all you need to do from here now, okay, myself I've done. So once you go to the mega page of this event, let me share the mega page on
The global.
yes. Let me share it on WhatsApp so that we can access. So, this is Yes. It means everybody is hungry. They say if the mother is hungry, it means everybody in the house is hungry.
I still have something. It's not related to the weekday something.
Okay.
But I think this is an opportunity for me to express myself to address a comment. Now that actually, welcome. Yeah, you said something the other day in weekday, there's in audio. Uh, you were trying to treat us and you said even though you did invite you, yeah, I felt something actually. No, not like that. No, never you did it that way. Please, I'm sorry for that. Yeah, but actually, I sent a copy to the wiki in my other place of the
Okay, yeah.
yeah, I gave a copy to all wiki because then I don't know how to do it. I gave it to him. I said, this one is for the wiki all, and this one is for you, if you can remember.
Yeah.
So he did it. So I actually invited everybody. So sorry for not.
And I love the way you express yourself. Seriously. So, my apology. I'm a kind of somebody that too, I don't keep things. Really, when I see that where I talk.
And that's why I
And
said,
when you talk to me and I'm not too big to apologize. So I'm really sorry it was a understanding. And it's a friend that to maybe forgot to give 10 of
no,
that.
he's a busy person.
I pray on behalf of the whole week. Staff of the
So once again, congratulations and wish you a happy marriage life.
Thank you very much.
No problem. And that's what we are one. When we offend you, we should be able to tell ourselves the truth.
And that's it.
So thank you very much
So
for
if I
that.
know it back to you, I know that thing. You are my sister. From my same place.
Okay.
From Mount, you are from Mount Chida.
So
So,
thank you very much for that.
thank you.
No problem.
So for me, that was giving the actually he gave on behalf of the entire week. So I now look at the time, the timing about everything. So things are much for me to do around that time. But myself and my other here were able to present it on behalf of everybody. So please imagine. And he says that and I don't want to have the show.
Uh-huh.
It's all about
So while we are waiting for the food, we can also
Let's see, I translate one article to Wikipedia in Hausa. And then I found out that that article didn't have Wikipedia. So then I decided to get Wikipedia. In that process, I have to add the to the English Wikipedia and the Hausa Wikipedia and the Wikipedia. So my question there is that what from English Wikipedia and the Hausa Wikipedia count as well as my edit for what?
remember the boss contribution is English. So it will count only for English and Hausa.
How was the Wikipedia count?
It will count. Yes.
If you can't, I just add the link, then you can just
Okay.
yes.
If you use the ones it's your creation and the items you created that counts. Not the one that already exists that you link. Remember? So if you want to publish The ones that want to see. So the one you created newly, that's what counts. Not the one that you link. The one that you link, you just add to the number of bytes.